Good morning. Welcome to Sunrise Stroll and Chat. It's going to be a lovely sunrise. There's a little bit of cloud, not near as much as the last few days. So I think we will have something very beautiful. It's already beautiful. You can even see that nice shade in the water. How that color is being reflected there. We didn't have any sun at all yesterday, I think. Maybe a little bit of red. And then some of our viewers sending in, Peg from Wichita, Kansas, sending in not only a beautiful sunrise, but its reflection on a big window. Now the gate is open, but Solar just went out underneath the barrier, the fence. So she's restless to move on. Here we are, people. God bless you. Welcome to Sunrise Stroll and Chat. I think we're getting nearer to the sunrise. Maybe we can just go outside the fence right now. Well, actually, what I could do is I can put you here. So I lifted you outside, and then you don't miss anything. I don't want you to miss anything. There we go. So I'm going to go outside now, but I might miss the sunrise. You'll see it first. Nope, I'm on time too. Welcome everybody. We're going to have a delightful sunrise this morning. That's the way it's shaping up. So that's it's a heavy cloud, but it's not too much. We've got a little more over here. But right where we are, we're in good shape. Where the sun is coming up, we've just passed the 3 brightest weeks of the year in terms of daylight. Let's listen here to the birds. Oh, there we got a lot of birds. Let me see if I can catch them for you. Oh, they're gone. They're gone. Maybe you saw them already. Yes, I underestimated the time it's taking. But also it's getting later every day, do you notice? Even though it's just 10 days after the summer solstice, it's quite a few minutes later starting out. There we are. I used to put on the alarm at 5:20 as a safety in case I wasn't awake, and now I'm putting it on at 5:30. Yesterday I noticed 2 big fish down here, and there's some down there now, but they were circling powerfully. But I think they heard me talking now, so they said, no, we'll stay quiet. We don't want to be on camera. You know what I think I'll do? I'll take you over here to this other spot. We were there once. Over to the beach area here. Let's do that. Yes, there's a small little beach here that the storm made this past winter. What's up here? there you saw just a little plane. The beauty of dawn. Every moment is beautiful, but there's something special about light coming back into our lives. It lifts the soul, doesn't it? In a certain sense, you think we were made for beauty, and we search for beauty. Beauty has such an echo. A resonance in our hearts. All the different forms, all the different plants, imagine all the DNA inside of them. It's good for us to ponder nature, to contemplate it. It's good for the soul to rest. And there's a beauty here, isn't there, in the water and the waves. I wonder what's causing these waves. Hey people, I think we got news. Yeah, there we go. There's the sun. Right here in front of our eyes. So I'm going to park down here. Right here at this edge of the water. If I'm a little bit quieter, maybe some of those birds will come back and we can get a close-up. Those big white cranes. How real and wholesome this is. It's not hollow. It's not just an appearance. That light matches the chlorophyll in the plants. All these plants are waiting for that light to come, to energize them, and how they will harness that light energy. What a combination, you know, a chemical reality in those plants, in every plant, and it thrives on the light and nourishes the plants. So much goodness. It's real. And many of the plants produce such wonderful fruits for us, which we can enjoy. Not only be nourished by them, but enjoy them. And some of them are so delightful to the eye, their shape, their form. And sometimes exciting when you get a twin banana, you know, two bananas that grow together and they're really one. There's so much reality, so much just sheer goodness. You know, I think that cloud, if it moves a little bit north, will also do a little dance with the sun, of harmonies, of new shades. because it's moving, not dramatically moving, but little by little. Now all of us over this side of the big ocean there, the Atlantic, are watching a sunrise, and you guys are going to bed over there on the east coast, on the west coast of the Americas, from Canada to Mexico. I'm not sure if I've seen anybody further south in Mexico here with us. Yeah, I think we did. I think we had somebody from further south. But my brain isn't picking it up now. So welcome everybody to Sunrise Stroll and Chat here at the Sea of Galilee. We just took some time to see this emerging beauty. And it's so real. It's through and through real. Even though that light is reaching us 8 minutes after it left the sun. But that's also real because it took 8 minutes to travel here at the speed of light to reach us. Now the prophet Amos is very interesting today. We're in chapter 5, 2 different snippets, verse 14, 15 and 21, 24. So the title is very interesting, that they put the little extract they put at the top of the reading. It says, "Away with your noisy songs, let justice surge like an unfailing stream. Seek good and not evil, that you may live." So this means that a person who seeks evil is actually endangering their own life. And evil has many forms. Evil hurts, evil damages when it's committed the recipient of the evil. But the person who does evil is also deeply hurt, because they're actually putting themselves into death. They're killing themselves. They're moving that direction. That's why the evil one has to be helped, the one who does evil. Not hated. It has to be helped. Then truly seek good and not evil, that you may live. Then truly will the Lord, the God of hosts, be with you as you claim. Hate evil and love good, and let justice prevail at the gate. That it may be, then it may be that the Lord, the God of hosts, will have pity on the remnant of Joseph. Now there's a very strong criticism going to come in the next snippet. "I hate your feasts," and there's a feast at the temple. "I hate your feasts, says the Lord. I take no pleasure in your solemnities. Your cereal offerings I will not accept, nor consider your stall-fed peace offerings," the fatted calves. "Away with your noisy songs. I will not listen to the melodies of your harps. But if you would offer me burnt offerings, then let justice surge like water, and goodness like an unfailing stream." So you see, they're not noisy. They're filled with goodness, with life. And we are capable of having empty ritual. It can look very impressive, but inside the heart is away from me. First of all, reconciliation. First of all, justice. And what is justice? Justice is to give each person, each reality their due, what we owe them, what they deserve, what's proportionate to them. This is justice. So we cannot have injustice, otherwise we compromise our presence before God. Otherwise we are untrue to ourselves. We ring hollow. Our worship is empty. And that's why the two great commandments are interiorly, intimately connected. To love God requires to love our neighbour, to love the image of God in each one, in everyone, without discrimination. And the psalm echoes this, Psalm 50, to the upright I will show the saving power of God. That responsorial line is from verse 23. Hear my people and I will speak. Israel, I will testify against you. God, your God am I. And the psalm continues the same theme of Amos, the prophet Amos, that it criticizes the lack of coherence between the worship and the life. Not for your sacrifices do I rebuke you, for your burnt offerings are before me always. If I were hungry, I should not tell you. I own everything. Do you think that I eat the flesh of strong bulls or the blood of goats or my drink? This is a very strong criticism of the cult at the temple. Why do you recite my statutes and profess my covenant with your mouth, though you hate discipline and cast my words behind you? So the life has to be integrated into the worship. The worship of the Lord has to penetrate our lives and transform them. And in every field, the human being is a creature of routine. We easily just do the ritual, do the routine, the roles. Even a handshake, A handshake can be empty. And a handshake is meant to be a warm personal affirmation, expressing the bond of life, of friendship, of agreement, of support, of saying, I'm with you, I'm for you, count on me, I appreciate you. But that handshake could also be just done out of formality, because in my heart I could have very hard feelings. So we're called to have that integration of our person. We're a very rich reality, the human being. There's so many levels to our being. And we have to look for that unity of our person. And I think, yesterday I mentioned that let everybody come to this little stroll and chat, this sunrise stroll and chat. And not just the pious Christian, but also the atheist and the agnostic and even the criminal. Yes, why not? Come and be with us, and let us listen to each other, let us contemplate each other, let us respect each other, let us talk with each other. And sometimes the agnostic and the atheist challenges us, like the prophet Isaiah. How come you say you worship God and yet you live that way? Criticism of Christians is very strong and very powerful, and actually called for, needed, because we can become very smug in a selfish style of life, and we still call ourselves proudly as Christians. Oh, I'm Christian. And maybe we're blind enough not to notice the huge gaps and contradictions in our lives. And therefore we need to pray and ask for that grace. Maybe it's time for a little walk, huh? Let's do a little stroll and listen to the birds. There we can see Tiberias between the trees. A city that has 2001 year history. Well, since it was recognized as capital of Galilee, so it's probably a little even older than that. And now afterwards we're going to talk about a spot right across from the lake, but let's go for a walk. Soter. I wonder where she went. I don't see her. Do you see that crane? I want to get them closer up. Our Ponciana flowers are still there. I think they're passing their peak. There's still some new buds to blossom. But in terms of the volume of flower, it's still there, passing its peak. Oops, I got a crane here, sorry. Help. Let's see this. Coming right towards us. Did you see that crane? I hope you did. I couldn't see too well. I just tried to follow the motion because the light was too intense in the camera to pick up the contrast with the white crane. Here we have the tender light. And the ones coming up at the roots. I can see the new sprouts at the roots of the old ones. Oh, here's Soter. She seemed to be a lot more energetic a couple of years ago, like me. Oops, I'm catching something here. There we go. So this is where the sun is rising and reached a little bit further north there 10 days ago. And then in December, God willing, imagine if we can continue this till December, it will be rising over here. More or less over Hippos from our perspective. Hippos is Susita. Hippos means a horse in Greek, right? Hippopotamus. And Sus means a horse in Hebrew. So it has both names. It's a major archaeological site. Now this is the bird that's always after Soter. And there was a while a couple of years ago when Soter got really angry and they were in a duel attention towards each other that was not friendly. So it's a while since we've been here at this lovely spot. I just wanted to see if I can catch a bit of little reflection here before I go there. But I don't think I'm going to, with the fence here, I'm not going to get close enough right now. Almost. Let me see how we can do this. Not bad. So the story in the gospel we won't have much time to cover is right across from us, and it's when these demoniacs, I think we're still in chapter 8 of Matthew, I don't have it open right now in front of me, and these demoniacs when Jesus encounters them and he orders the devil to leave them, they request to go into the swine. And there's a site right across from us on the other side of the lake called Kursi, where that's remembered since Byzantine period with a major church, and there's some ruins of that there still today, some mosaics. So I think I leave that to you. I will be posting the connection, the link for the readings, and you can read that. And sometimes we need that expulsion of evil in our world, and even from concrete people that become very possessed by evil, very, very stuck in very brutally evil ways, and we need to pray. And that's the Our Father's will, deliver us from evil. You know, there's a reason why that prayer is there, that incredible prayer that Jesus taught us. Deliver us from evil. I'd love you to be here and watch the sun go behind this cloud, but you can imagine how it's going to be. And we will say thank you for today so far, for all the gifts and blessings of this day. And we will see each other tomorrow, God willing. May the Lord bless you and keep you safe. See you later, alligators.